Hello, everybody. This is Di, antinatalist, and today I'm doing a memorial for a friend of mine who had moved out of state. Um, some years back. She was a year younger than me, and I met her through the Western PA Humane Society. And almost immediately when she took that position, um, I had a lot of respect for her, and she really, really, really cared for animals. And so I just discovered yesterday that she had passed away suddenly, perhaps a heart attack, I think. But anyway, she was a year younger than me, and she was working at Lake Humane Society in Mentor, Ohio. Before that, and before the Humane Society in Pittsburgh, she worked at a zoo, and then she worked at like sand, some kind of a bird sanctuary or something of that nature down south. I believe it was Florida. But so she died very unexpectedly, and the one thing that I have posted on her the memorial page of the shelter that she was working at was that she was very responsible and dedicated and friendly, and that she was child-free. She made an excellent representative and worker for the Humane Societies because she was child-free. Nobody mentioned that fact, that she had never had children. To my knowledge, she had never married, but nobody mentioned the child-free aspect when they, posted their comments about her. And, she was well liked for all intents and purposes, and she greatly assisted me, in finding, really, really sweet dogs for me. I particularly like older, calm, and even disabled or special needs toy dogs. And on multiple occasions, Lee had contacted me, and she said, well, we just got a dog in. And, it's really unadoptable. And she gave me a chance to, take the dog with all its faults and limitations. And so I believe the first dog that came along my way as a result of Lee was Taz. Taz was a sweetheart. Taz was very old. Tiny little thing, maybe 4.5 pounds, a Shih Tzu, sweet as can be, quite remarkable in his disposition. And you would just hold him, and he would just like flop. His head would just kind of flop. But he had bad teeth, or very few teeth left, and so he was at an age where they typically don't really adopt out, or possibly the available adopters were few for someone like him, but he was a blessing. And then there was a poodle. I can't recall the name of the poodle. And she also called me when that one came in, and I believe that one had really, really bad teeth and needed a dental or something. And then there was a Chihuahua, and the Chihuahua was like a bite case, and they could not adopt out animals that would not pass certain tests. And I gladly took in the Chihuahua. And, even the Chihuahua, he bit me a few times when I tried to reach into his crate. And when I first took him home, and, that's just what he did. He just kind of nipped. He didn't bite hard. Mostly it was just a warning bite. But nevertheless, a shelter cannot knowingly adopt out a dog that bites. And, there's limited amount of people who would take in a dog like that. And I'm child free also. So, I don't have kids to think about, worry about. And so he came to me. So at least 3 dogs that Lee had, passed on to me, because she knew that was kind of my preferred type of dog to rescue. She had a remarkable, job working with animals. And when she worked at the zoo, she was, up front and close to so many animals that, most people, would cut off their arm to be in contact with. But Lee had a few dogs, loved dogs, and she loved horses, and she had a horse. And she may have been riding the horse on her last day. Of course, it was a weekend. And Lee liked to, travel. She went to Cancun or Mexico, or was it, the Caribbean. But she traveled a few times, and I had a lot of parties, fundraisers, and Lee would attend those parties, and there were some fun incidents that I won't mention in this video, but she was just game for anything, and she was a fun person. And looking back, she is one of those people that I really have no negative things to say about her. Not one. She she had a lot of responsibility working as executive director. And you can't make everybody happy. Some animals come along, they can't be adopted, and they're euthanized, or something happens and they somehow die in a kennel, or all the drama that goes on in animal shelters. So it's one of those places where you just don't make everyone happy, because everybody wants to save lives in shelters, and it's just absolutely impossible. But my experiences with Lee were just, nevertheless, a lot of fun. And she died before she was 60, so way to go, girl. You avoided so much additional harm. But anyway, this is a memorial to Lee, because she lived life to the fullest. And the fact that she was free, child free, and she didn't have that extra baggage, meant that she could be an exceptional worker, an exceptional volunteer for animals, and an advocate for animals. And she spared the unborn any harm. So that means a lot to me, and she should be respected for that alone. That she deserves a trophy for that. And it's just something that nobody mentioned on the Facebook page of her passing. So I live next to the state of Ohio, but I haven't been to the area that she worked at. I haven't been to the shelter. But I know being an executive director is a tireless job. It's a thankless job. And, you have people pulling you in every direction. There's board of directors. There's donors. There's, people releasing animals. There's people who want to adopt animals. And then there's troublemakers of all kinds. But it's a really, really tough position, and it took someone like Lee. Lee was very patient. she would almost drop everything if you came into her office. And I saw that with workers where she, you know, was on staff in Pittsburgh. So, yeah, this is a memorial because I thought very highly of Lee. And basically, after she left, her followers just, you know, had a lack of integrity and lack of friendliness that Lee had. And I think Lee had, you know, a lot of friends and contacts with donors, and she was a like hands-on kind of person. And there was no, you know, pridefulness with her at all. Like, she was, you know, quite humble, and she took time out for people. So anyway, child-free people can often make the best employees in any business. So I'll probably light a candle for Lee tonight, and you know, she'll be really missed. And you know, it's very sad when a child-free person loses their pets. I'm sure they'll be well taken care of, but she wasn't married, nor did she have a roommate. And you know, I'm sure, you know, her animals were well taken care of in her will. But anyway, you know, there's just certain things about life that are sad. It's not the passing of the individual, because they are spared another day of hunger, thirst, pain, frustration, fatigue. So that's my video today. Thank you for watching.